How's it going, friends and family of the internet? Welcome to the Real AF TV podcast, show about fishing and random takes from the land of 10,000 lakes. I'm one of your hosts, Josh LaBaw.
And I am Tim Wagner.
10,000 lakes. I just actually didn't wait. Is this the side? 10,000 lakes. This side.
10. Damn, dude, nice.
I just thought of that right now. I swear I didn't set that up.
That's the new Twins.
Yeah, dude. The MLB city jerseys. I fucking love them.
Yeah, dude, they're pretty dope looking.
Yeah, some of them, not all of them, but I like the Twins one.
Oh yeah, dude, I know, I get it. Our design squads, whoever's doing that stuff has been killing it because the Wolves city ones were dope too because it's like lakes also and it looks like water and stuff.
Yeah,
they're dope. That's what I have is. No, my sweatshirt isn't like the city one. I don't think I was trying to get the city one, but the wolf symbol is like, it looks like blue, like water. Just looks dope. The jerseys look good too. But yeah, I definitely see some of the other ones out there where you're like, ugh, what is your city? That's
your city jersey. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah,
the fucking Mets, whoever approved that one, fuck, you're an idiot, dude. The Mets jersey, Mets jersey literally looks like a Yankees jersey.
Oh, for real?
I scrolled through and I saw it because I was reading an ESPN article on them once on my way to get the hat. I was like, oh, there's a lot of them. So I'm scrolling through this article.
Oh my God, dude.
Right?
Yeah.
So I stopped on it and I was like, I just read earlier in the article, the Yankees are one of the teams. There's two teams that don't have it in baseball yet. And the Yankees are one of them. And I'm like, what the fuck? Then whose is this? And it's the Mets. And I'm like, dude, you fucking blew it. Your main colors are orange and blue. They have one of the coolest color combinations in all of baseball, I think.
That's my favorite color combination ever.
Yeah. And the Mets do such a good job with it. I think I think the Mets stuff is great. And then they fucking make that piece of shit for the cool jersey.
Yeah, it's just dark gray.
With pinstripes too.
With the pinstripes. And then like an old style font that makes it even more like Yankees.
More Yankees, right? Because the Yankees has been around for fucking ever.
And don't they like fucking hate each other?
Yeah, because it's like the White Sox and the fucking Cubbies.
Yeah, and it's like anybody that's a Mets fan is just going to be like, you want me to wear this Mets piece of shit that looks like the fucking Yankees? I'm not wearing this dog shit.
Right, I know. I won't even go to the fucking game when I got season tickets. I ain't going to no city fucking game when they look like the Yankees out there on the field. Fuck that.
Are you kidding me with this shit? My grandma's not going to let me into a fucking house. We are a Mets family. We have been our whole lives. You can't be wearing
that Mets shit in here.
You can't be wearing the Yankees.
The Yankees,
shit.
Yeah. Yankee shit.
You Yankee fuck.
That's what Grandma says.
Right. What do you guys think of the new Mets jerseys, huh? My grandma called me a Yankee fuck. So, there's that.
Oh shit.
Damn, dude. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
I can't. There hasn't been anything like that in basketball. I just know some of them where you see it and it's like you get were some of the ones too though. Like last year's city jerseys were fucking dog shit.
Oh, were they?
They had like 7 colors and they were all dumb. Like we were like yellow and blue and green and all these different colors. And you're like, what the fuck is that?
Nah, I see.
And then some of them had to explain it. They're like, oh yeah, this color represents that. This color represents that. And you're like, nobody understands this. Like without your, guide to what the hell any of this means, we all look at it and just go, what the fuck is all this shit?
Right.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I seen the
hated the ones
gear
last
and
year.
I didn't know it was city jerseys. I thought it was
yeah.
I thought it was some special event, because you know how like sometimes they'll just have like Native Peoples Day or something like that, and all of a sudden you'll see like a kick-ass design for.
Yeah.
And so
Which
I thought it was just something like that I didn't fully understand, but I can't believe it was
totally,
the city jersey.
Yeah. Which totally would have made more sense, where they're just like, oh, these are all the colors of their people or whatever it is. And then you're just like, perfect. That's great.
Right.
And then you're like, these are the colors of Minnesota. And you're like, no, the fuck they're not. What are you talking about?
I've never seen that shit. Yeah. No, I never have seen a Minnesota, like any of that shit in Minnesota ever. It was a weird design. Again, I didn't see the jerseys, but I saw some of the hoodies and shit out there, and I was like, I don't know. Because also, you know how sometimes they just have like the pink gear, like it'll just be all pink, or it'll be like all brown or something like that.
We had those. Before that, we had all purple and then it had like the Prince's like font that he had for his symbol.
Yeah,
it was like the same font for the numbers and stuff. So that one was like,
that was sick,
representing Prince. So that one makes sense.
And that was a city jersey, right?
That was a city jersey too.
That one was sick. I remember seeing that one.
Yeah, that one was sick. I really liked that one too. But yeah, it's just, it didn't make any sense at all. I just typed in like it explained, but it doesn't show it. It's showing like all the good ones. But it's like the city jerseys where it's like
2023's like, jersey didn't even make it. Or the 23-24 season's not even on there.
Right, exactly. Because not everybody's like, get rid of it. Because it's like white up here. And then it's like blue on the bottom, but it like fades in. Like it looks like water. They were sick. They were really good. Mm-hmm. The ones before that were just awful.
Oh, so the faded blue one, that was this year's season. The one before that was.
Yeah, the white on the shoulders that like fades into the blue.
The 22-23
was really good.
Season was the.
Yeah, 22-23 was. Ugh. Yeah. It's just, looks like a board game.
Oh, yeah, it does. Yep.
Just like,
I saw those gear. Yeah, I saw that gear.
I didn't get it at all.
I totally didn't get it. They were rebranded by Hasbro.
Yeah, we had red, navy blue, yellow, green, light blue, and black.
Yeah.
And I don't care to even read through what the hell
I was going to say, don't read.
They failed.
Because they failed. It does. It was weird. Okay.
Weird.
Let's do what we normally do. Kick it off with some fishing news. Quick one here, because I thought it was cool, so I want to spread the word. I'd hit that on the grill real quick.
Oh.
I found, so I always have links for these if you're new to the podcast, or if you're just, if you forget, just your friendly reminder. I always have links in the description over on YouTube, youtube.com/@realaftv. I got a little bit of information, so I use this one as the main link from MPR News. And then I will also include the actual link to the DNR website, but this is a DNR thing. The DNR is taking recipes. So they have like a place to submit recipes.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess it started last fall, according to the article.
Yeah.
And now it's time for the anglers to step up and throw their hat in the ring.
Nice.
The bad news is when this podcast drops, it's already over, because it only ran through the end of June. It was a spring challenge thing. So when the podcast drops, it's over, but I still wanted to put it in here because, like I said, they started last fall. And so once you go over there, you can already see some venison recipes. Yes. Yeah. And so basically what this comes down to is, so it's going to happen again. And the DNR also says, like, hey, just because we're not, taking submissions anymore doesn't mean you can't submit it. Because what the submission really is a chance to submit a recipe, a story, photos of the recipe. You know, you kind of, it has a level of creativity from what I understand. I didn't click that far into it because I don't have a recipe right now to share, but
sure,
we'll actually talk about that in the fishing topic a little bit.
All right.
But yeah, so they said still, like, don't be afraid to, you know, submit your stuff. We'll take them, but what's going on like during the fall and during the spring here, why they have these windows is because it's just a chance for the DNR to actually feature it. So who knows what they're going to do with the collection, you know, if people are submitting them in the off season in quotes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought, oh shit, this is a really cool thing. Had you ever heard of it before, Tim?
No, that's what I was actually going to say. Like, I mean, maybe they do toss it out there on like the local news or something, which I don't frequent, but my parents do. And you figure that they would have said something.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't, it's weird to me that it's not something that's not like more known.
Yeah, that's what
But
I was
I don't
thinking.
know. I don't know where the hell you would put it out there, or like get people involved, or, you know, you could even just, I don't know what their budget looks like, but you could probably throw out an ad on the web, you know?
Yeah, just do some social media ads for it.
Yeah, some social media stuff. I would have seen that. I mean, maybe it's out there on Facebook, but I'm not on Facebook anymore, you know. But
I'm out there in the metaverse, man. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, which actually brings me to my next point. Thanks for all the birthday wishes. Because I get the notifications of like happy birthday,
dude, they just pop.
And then I don't go on there, and I do think about it, and I'm like, I should say thanks for that.
Right.
And then like the day after my birthday, I'm like, yeah, I should do it then. And like 2 days go past, and I'm like, I forgot, I should really do it now. And then like a week goes past, and I'm like, shit, I still didn't have it. It's real weird to do it now, right? I just hope that everybody forgot I didn't say shit.
Right.
So
I agree, dude. Yeah, thanks for all the birthday wishes. Yeah, I did the exact same thing Tim did.
Yeah, I saw the alerts as they come up, but I'm busy while I see them. So then I see you. I appreciate you saying happy birthday, even though you don't really care, and you only said happy birthday because it told you that it was my birthday and it was on the timeline. But I still thank you for saying it.
But I'm just saying.
But anyways, no, that's crazy. I was, when you were talking about like what are they going to do with it, I was thinking like if somebody gets a really good, I mean, if they would have made it like a competition and somebody was like, here's the one that we chose, it'd be cool if they could be like, feature our top, you know, venison or like wild game recipe in the hunting book that everybody gets. And
in the regs.
Yeah, in the top fish. Like,
that'd be sick.
So you just have it like single fish recipe, you know, you open it up and it's like, here's all the fish that you can catch, here's the regulations, and then like back page and or whatever is just like
to make a fucking sweet burbot burbot taco.
Yeah, burbot would actually be a perfect one on there for people to just be like, burbot, it's a game fish now, and they just be like, yes, and the poor man's lobster, get a peek at the last page.
Right.
It'd be a nice way to get people into the game fish and get people spending more money and, you know, get people excited about different things. So
it does just say the DNR will feature some on the website and their social media and DNR, like, I forget the exact words, but if I were to go to the web, I could visit it, but I forget the exact words, but they just said basically DNR content. So that what you say is a really good idea. Like, it does sound like they're going to sort of pick a winner, so to say, for, you know, like, okay, this one's on social media, or like the top 5 are going to go out every day during the week of 4th of July or something. You know, I'm making it up. I'm making all that up. But they did say they were going to do something with them digitally. So you have to expect that since there's a cutoff, there's going to also be some sort of like, you know, publish on the DNR's digital outlets. social media outlets and stuff like
which
that.
also makes sense because the paperback regulations is like still exists. Everybody gets them. I always grab them when I go to get my license and stuff. But also like most of the time when I need to know about the regulations in a pinch, I pull up the PDF file of the regulations guide that I downloaded. So,
but the PDF guide is just the PDF. Like it's the file that gets printed.
Right. For sure.
It's I mean, it's the same thing. So to see that in there would be fucking rad.
Yeah, it would be super rad. And then to be able to have that too, to just be like, oh, even if you knew about it, you know, what's how many walleye can I catch? Is there a slot limit on this lake? No, perfect. All right. Whoops, caught a burbot. Do they have a recipe?
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Let's hear from some Minnesotans that are actually catching these fish.
Right.
About what they like.
Yeah.
Not just the regurgitated bullshit on Pinterest where like one person put a recipe and then 12 other people copy and paste it. And then you try to make it and you're like, you're fluid. You're liquid.
Your liquid levels are fucked.
They're not, this is dry as shit. You're like 4 cups of liquid off. Whatever liquid I need to use, you're screwing it up. We've talked about this in other episodes.
Yeah, we have.
I don't remember which episode it was, but they screw it up. But if you got legit people being like, this is my grandfather's recipe, we've passed it down from generation to generation, and then you just be like, that's the burbot I want to make.
Right. Yeah.
Step 1, catch burbot.
Exactly. But yeah, that's actually kind of what they said is like, it's just like they want to hear from, you know, your fellow angler. And I just thought that's fucking cool.
That might be on me also when you were like, oh, they're talking about on their social medias. I'm like, I don't even know if I've ever looked on Instagram. Like I follow all of my favorite companies and fishermen and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've never even thought to like check if the Minnesota DNR has a Instagram page.
Yeah.
So I'll have to look into that. So maybe
I know they have a Facebook page, but
I'm just like, how do you even know about this? And just like, do they have something on Instagram? And then you just be like, the obvious thing would just somebody being like, have you checked their Instagram page? I'm just like, oh shit, no, I guess I haven't. My bad. Yeah. So sorry, DNR, if I haven't been out there, but also you could probably, like I said,
run an ad. It would come up in your feed. It would hit your algorithm for sure.
100%. It would pop up. I see fishing stuff all the time.
And you follow butchers on Instagram. So
many people. I follow butchers and I follow fishermen and I follow cooks and chefs. I like the guy.
That ad would be on your feed in a second.
I like the don't fuck it up guy. I don't know. Have you seen that guy yet?
You've seen him before.
That guy. I like it. Today we're making hamburgers. Don't fuck it up. Yeah. So anyways.
Yeah. And for anybody outside of Minnesota that's listening, hey, this is cool. Our DNR is doing something cool. Go check if you're local. And I say DNR, and I'll do it in the finger quotes DNR because they're not all that same name, but it's the outdoor.
Yeah, you're like wildlife conservation. Yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoever's in charge of keeping your wild animals at bay.
I think that's a dog catcher. No, a dog catcher. Not the words I was looking for, but hey, let's just roll with it and jump into housekeeping.
Dog catchers are real, but like it's so funny that like the cartoons that we watched when we were younger, like you really thought there was just some like dick in a big windowless van. He just like walk up and snatch it.
To just
your dog is caught outside with no collar on, like he's just gonna has a British accent for whatever. No, look at this little one, and just snatches him up, and there goes your dog.
Right.
I've never seen a dog catcher in my life, dude.
Right.
I know they exist.
No. But they were all over our cartoons, weren't they?
Oh shit! Dog catchers, quicksand, all sorts of stuff. Acid rain. Fuck,
Acid rain that melted your car like on contact.
Oh yeah, people would just have to get in and run away. Oh my god. Just be steaming and smoking. Then Captain Planet have to come down and save us all.
Nice. That's a 90s reference if I ever did hear it. Fucking Captain Planet.
Hell yeah, Captain Planet with his bright green flat top mullet.
Oh, it was beautiful. Okay, dude, let's do some housekeeping here. Amazon, I think you can get us free on Amazon. I think Amazon has podcasts just sitting out there now for free. So if you have an Amazon account, at least I think if you have an Amazon account, you can just get them. Might just be able to get them if you go to Amazon Music. I just throw that one out there because everyone's got a fucking Amazon account. Apple, thanks everybody on Apple over there on the Apple Podcast or iTunes or whatever they're calling it these days. I don't know, but love you guys. Keep doing it up. Share with your Apple friends, please. iHeartRadio, Spotify, YouTube podcast. Yep. Okay, Spotify, they have comments now. We see them. Go ahead. Send it our way. This is episode 94. We got a little bit of an intro for that coming up, but the reason why I said that is because we're going to announce some shit come episode 95 in the next episode. I thought they were going to line up this episode and the number 95, but it worked out better, and you'll see why in the intro to the next segment. Every other week we come out on Monday. In the off week, we go Wednesdays with the fish and topic split, and Fridays with the random topic split over on YouTube, youtube.com/@realaftv. Remember, real like fish and real, 2 E's. That is what you need to tell your friends to share the show with them. Because then they can, bite off a little chunk of an hour instead of this full 2-hour deal that we've worked ourselves into. Contact us too. realaf.tv/contact. You can just email us directly. Hit us up on YouTubes and Twitters or X or whatever you want to call it. Social medias, we out there.
Yeah.
You can talk to us in the comments and DMs and stuff. We're there.
Yep.
All right, Tim. Here we go. I got a little we'll go here. I got a little bit of intro for this one.
All right.
A little AI intro.
Ooh.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
That
I get nightmares but never sleep.
What the fuck? I didn't put that second half in there. Fucking AI, dude. What the?
You creeping me out, AI. You get nightmares but never sleep.
What the fuck?
Love behind the scenes. We were talking about nightmares, but I do sleep before this. That's creepy, AI. What are you talking about? Have you been listening to our conversation the whole time? I'm talking about, and then she's just like, I got nightmares, but I don't sleep.
Yeah.
Like, I have nightmares, but I do sleep. We're like one and the same. That's crazy. Happy birthday, Mr. President. You didn't say it sultry enough. AI.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. That's a sultry AI voice. Can't wait for AI porn. It's going to be the best.
Oh my gosh, dude. AI is
VO porn.
AI is getting crazier and crazier, and I'm sure that stuff exists. I haven't
it totally does.
Looked out there for the AI porn stuff, but like, have you seen the creepy ass like AI where it's like a face that will kind of like mold in on itself, or like the one kept like opening up.
Okay.
It kept opening up to new faces. It was like you this, and it would open up, and it'd just be like all this like melty like goo looking, and it'd be a face, and then it would just like open up to another face. And it was just like a continuous kept opening up to a face, and I was like, oh my god, if I was on drugs, it would break my brain. I would just be like, I think I just screamed no and shut my phone off.
Right.
No.
Smash your phone. Fucking A, dude. Ugh, that sounds disgusting. I can picture it. Your description was good.
It was
to the point where I started to draw the mental picture. And
yeah, it was terrible, and it was wet, and it was
gross. It was wet.
It was wet. The whole thing was wet.
Okay, that made the image even worse now. But like, I didn't have.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's how to go to until they get like perfected on it. Like you got some guy at home just watching it and just being like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And then all of a sudden, like just something real creepy happens. And you be like, oh, Jesus. Oh, no, I don't need to do this tonight.
Please stop.
Oh my God. I think I'm going to watch cartoons or something. No, Jesus.
I want the drugs out now. What did I see?
Oh God, no. No. Or then just like awakens a new kink and like a whole new generation. They're all just like, yeah, I really like when you did that thing, but do you think you can make like a face just like yep, come out or whatever?
That, like,
what?
Like,
no.
You know, could you just turn like half of your body into like this shape-shifting blob thing? That'd be cool.
When you move, can it be all awkward and your fingers and like don't work quite right? I like it when the fans don't work right. They never look right.
Fucked up AI movements.
The AI is just like, it's always weird like that they move and they just like herky jerky and the hands never look quite right. The faces move awkwardly. Oh man, the guy that is into that solely is like, you lock him up now. I like it when it's real terrifying. Whoa, jeepers creepers.
I would like to show you to this jail cell. Okay.
We have AI inside of this cell right this way.
Pull up in a van. I have some AI inside.
I got some weird AI in the back. You want to get? They get in the van. It's just like done. Lock them up, bro.
Drive that van off a cliff.
You bring him to court, and the judge is just like, oh, I don't know how the fuck. I've listened to so many true crime things. I still don't know how the fuck court works. The judge is just like, what's he here for? They're just like, we had an undercover cop ask him if he wanted some AI that was in the back of our creepy van, and he said, yeah. And the judge is just like, I've heard enough. Lock him up.
Shit.
Oh, anyways, this is a fishing podcast.
And it's okay. We're still gonna do fishing and random take here, but dude,
yep.
Happy 4th. That's like the whole. I can't believe it. 4th anniversary, 4th of July, 94th episode. It all lined up.
Damn.
Call
Crazy.
us Jay-Z, dude. 444. Yep. That's it. So
I can't do his laugh.
Tracy Morgan can. Or no, not.
I've never. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
It's not Tracy.
That dude
Morgan.
from SNL.
Yep. No, he's from Mad TV.
Huh?
He's from Mad TV, ain't he?
No, that guy's from. Well, I mean, maybe there's a guy from Mad TV that can do it, but there's a guy that does it. That was on SNL that can do like Eddie Murphy.
Yeah,
and a bunch of different people.
Yeah, he does like really DMX and Jay-Z.
Yeah, I can't remember what his name is. Yeah,
I just can't stop thinking about Tracy Morgan now, and I know that's wrong, but I can't get it out of my head.
I'm Tracy Morgan.
God,
I used to be able to do a better Tracy Morgan when I was younger, and now all I hear is him on 30 Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So it's just like, what are you talking about, Liz Lemon?
That's good. That's really good, though. Okay, dude, we're gonna do it's our 4th anniversary. It's just so fucking much to wrap head around in time wise. 4 fucking years. Holy shit.
Crazy.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a goals check-in, and then we will, let's just talk a little bit about the podcast in general. And production and stuff. So let's do a goals check-in really quick.
All right.
One of your goals was to write down your goals. Have you done that yet?
Oh shit! If I did, I don't know where.
This one is good.
I don't know. I think
That's very funny.
I think I did that night, but honestly,
really?
like I'm looking at this stuff. Yeah,
that'd be rad if
but
you're just
now,
like flipping through and you're like, yeah, I fucking did. Right? But they've been sitting there in front, like in the podcast the whole time.
I don't know what the fuck I write though. Like these notes probably make sense in the
moment. Yeah,
I just got like
you flip the page. There's just like a poop emoji on there.
Dude, I know this is all just like stuff that I wrote down like as we were doing the pod, but I have you seen the Grand Canyon on weed? And then it says gaping hole and has rare chub. I don't remember I remember talking about whatever the hell this is.
Yes. You just probably wrote down those words because it was just a great combo.
Then I look down and I go, did I write down my goals? Nope. I wrote down whatever.
Nope. I wrote down gaping hole and has rare chub though.
Has rare chub. Yeah. I do. It's one page back.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Along with faces I was trying to draw without looking at the page. I was just
You're drawing AI faces.
Yeah, see, some of these
are AI generated.
The circles aren't quite there because I was drawing this without looking, and then I look down and I go, that was pretty close, but the circles aren't in the right spot.
Oh, that's so good. Okay, so fishing one. I wrote this down because it was so funny. Record regardless of who's in the boat. And then he said, fuck their feelings.
Fuck their feelings. Hell yeah. I don't give a shit, bro.
But that brought me.
You really got to record us? I'll blur out your face. Shut the fuck up. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, have you thought about cameras at all this year? I don't know how much you've been out. We talk about it on and off. And I thought you had a couple cool moments already this year. You had the yellow bullhead, right? Wasn't that?
That was last year.
Oh shit, that was last year. Okay.
Yeah.
But you had some good walleye stuff already happening. So anyways, yeah, I mean, have you thought about bringing the cameras out or?
No, because those ones, like, it was extra windy those days, and I should have just recorded it and then just been like, could have overdubbed some audio or whatever.
Yeah.
I think
for sure.
Audio sucks shit when it's windy. When I try to watch people fish when it's windy, it's the worst.
It's so hard.
So I haven't brought out the cameras when it was windy, and we were just drifting over a spot like bobber fishing, and that's how my nephew ended up catching those big walleyes. Right. And last week we were catching some bass and stuff, but I was thinking like I do need to get everything squared away and go out there because he's really like getting into bass fishing, and that's the videos I want to make is just, and when I've been thinking about all these videos where it's just kind of like, I want to be helpful and kind of, here's some of the tips. I know I'm not a pro or anything, but I know how to catch them and I know where to look and what to do in certain situations. Yeah. And having that knowledge, even if you might not know, I'm almost here trying to like help the beginners really.
Yeah.
And that's literally what I have in my boat is a beginner that I'm showing how to fish.
Oh, right. I'm
literally out there telling him like, look, dude, we got a bright sun day.
Right. Right.
And like right now, those bass are sitting in that shadow cast there. Last week he caught like a 3.5 pounder because I told him like right there is where you want to cast it. And he casted kind of short or whatever. And he jigged it weird. And I'm like, nah, dude, here, hand me the rod. And I casted it out there. And I like lifted and I did the stuff and I felt something go tunk. And I just like left it. I was just like, because I knew it would spit it back out. And I was like, all right, did you see how I did that? He goes, yeah. And I go, cast it back in there because something just ate that jig, but I didn't set that hook. I bet you money it does it again.
Yeah.
And he does it and bam. Oh, he's like, there's something there. And I'm like, yeah, dude.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
Right where I said it was going to be, right?
Yeah. And that's exactly why, like, I mean, that was always one of the things that when we joined together to do this thing. That's one of the things we always said. It's like, look, we're not pros, but you have so much experience. You know, I have a lot of know-how on this. It's not like I'm new to fishing or anything like that. And it was like, what you just said just kind of sums up the whole reason why we were like, we're going to do this thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's fucking cool.
And like what you said, I have knowledge on the thing. I mean, I've never competed before.
Right.
Maybe I have what it takes to be a pro. Who knows? Don't come at me and be like, you're not even a pro. Just be like, who's say? I know I'm not a pro.
Right.
But you can't say that I can't at least compete in like a amateur tournament. We'll see.
Right.
Get a boat someday.
Right. Yeah.
One of these days, man. But no, like that's, you know, do that. And I would like to bring some humor to the table. But as far as the fishing goes in the real world situations, we can get that footage out there catching the fish and then bring the humor to it later.
Yeah, for sure.
With some fun. I like to make the analogies, you know?
Yeah.
It's fun for me.
Yeah.
I've been laughing a lot thinking about different videos recently.
Oh, that reminds me. I got to write something down for after the pod.
Okay. But yeah, just always got the ideas running and constantly thinking about what I should be doing, what I should be recording and stuff. And then in real world situations of when it's like time to record.
Yeah.
It hasn't always worked out.
Yeah.
The one morning a couple weekends ago, I was like hell bent on like this morning I get up early because we went up there without my parents and nephew and stuff. It was just me, my wife, and my son, and they were going to sleep in.
Nice.
And I'm like, I'm going out on the water all by myself. I'm bringing my camera. We're getting it. We're getting after it. Yeah. We're going to go out and figure things out.
Yeah.
I get up at 6 a.m. and it's like whitecaps coming straight at the dock. Like, God damn.
I'm not laughing. I'm laughing at the image of you just like being all pumped for the day. Like I just did a montage in my head of like fucking Eye of the Tigers playing. You wake up, boom, 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 fucking boom. 6 a.m.
Ding, ding, ding.
It's dark in the house, but there's just enough light. Yep.
Yeah, putting
and then yep.
Fucking pull up the blinds. Whoosh, and it just like the song just drops out. And
yep. And it's just the sound of
yeah,
and splashing.
But it's still time off, and I'm up all by myself. So then all of a sudden it just starts again. Ding, 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 ding. And I'm like, all right, fuck yeah. And I just walk down the stairs and grab my Switch and start playing Zelda. Ding, 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 ding. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm just playing Zelda by myself.
And you're just deep in Hyrule.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I'm just out there just funking shit up. Just killing all these monsters and just being like, making it windy today, huh? God, dude. Just messing them all up. But yeah, no, I will fish in the wind. It's hard to record in the wind.
Yeah,
but in that circumstance, the water was still relatively cold, and I don't even think I had my swim trunks up there or nothing. And the way the wind was blowing, it wasn't, if it would have been pushing from like coming out of the east, I would have went still, because it would have like, I could shut the boat off as I'm coming in and it would have kind of like pushed me towards the dock. But this one, like on the same side that the lift was on, but the way it was coming this other way would have like pushed me away from the dock, the same side the lift was on, and just getting it back onto the boat lift with just my wife and son to help would have been a nightmare.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I was like, well, I'm just going to play Zelda for a couple hours and then we'll cover the boat back up and call it a day. I go home and mow the lawn. But I was listening to Dungeon Crawler Carl. So I'm just like, we're going to listen to the audiobook that I'm into now. And we're going to make a day. It was supposed to be fishing, but I guess we're shifting gears here.
Yep. Just got it sometimes.
Yeah.
That's part of fishing.
Pretty much this was going to be a me day. However it worked out, And today just didn't go quite my way, but it's still pretty damn good.
Right.
You know?
Right.
It's good to have more than one hobby, because otherwise your day could be really shit.
Right. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree fully, dude.
Yep. But yeah, no, I'm ready to roll. I got the when the time is right here, I still have the Kyogre tied on to the muskie thing.
Oh, hell yeah.
I haven't even thought about switching lures. I'm just like, when it gets a little bit warmer, because top water, it's not like you can't catch a fish when the water's colder, but top water is a better bite when the water warms up a little bit.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. We'll get into that in a little bit.
Yeah, so it's like, now that we're kind of getting into this time, most of the time I go out there and I'm casting these big lures for the muskies, and I'm not having much luck anyways. I figure I might as well just cast that Kyogre lure every single time until something bites it.
Yeah, dude.
Because I'm going to get something to bite it. There's no way nothing's going to bite it. I don't see how that's possible.
Right.
That thing has such crazy action with the big blue feathers and stuff.
It's amazing.
Dude, if you see the shit that they throw out there, like the giant bucktails with the... it's just tinsel.
Right.
I mean, any human looks at that thing and you're just like, that looks like something you'd pull off a fucking Christmas tree.
Yeah.
You know, so if they're going to eat that, they're going to eat my Kyogre. You know,
that thing just splashing around on the top. I mean, it splashes. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I should do one of those in the water shots, like have you cast it at me and then like anyways. You get one. Yeah. Because that thing is wild in the water.
Or cast it past you.
Yeah.
I could have. Oh, we should do that. You set it up. Yeah. I cast it past you and I'll bring it at you. So you see it walking right at you.
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah. If we get real lucky, it'll get smashed on your way, on the way to the camera.
You'll probably scare the fuck out of me, though. I'll be like, what the fuck?
It was a great shot until I shit my pants and dropped the camera in the water.
Oh shit,
dude! It could scare you for sure. I've never had a big
on top
fish
of the water for sure.
Yeah, I've never had like a big muskie hit at the boat before. I've caught muskies before, but it's never hit at the boat. But I've had northerns that aren't that big.
Yeah,
smash a lure like right at the boat. You're just like, oh shit! Like when it hits, it catches you off guard because I bet when you're fishing with a little bit bigger lure, you're not catching fish every cast.
Right.
So you almost get kind of like lulled into this like cast, reel. All right, it's almost up, about to cast again. And it's at that moment where you're like, all right, about to cast again. It just goes splash. And you go, oh shit, I didn't see that coming. So it's exciting shit, man.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. The top water, anything that's like close to the surface gets your freaking heart rate going, man. It doesn't even need to be a big fish. Yeah.
Yeah. You have that lure down as catch something on that lure. You do have that on your list.
Yes.
So I love to hear you. Like,
I wrote it.
When you say that, you're like, It's like, yeah, dude. Oh.
Yep.
Shit. There was something I was going to say. I'm going to let it go. Build confidence and ice fishing skills. I was like, you already did that last year, but you're going to work on that this year, I assume, huh?
Yep.
No solid plan because we're barely into summer, I would assume. But what are you saying?
I mean, that's already slightly in the works because I'm looking into getting some better tires.
Oh,
and that will help driving in snow.
Yep. So it's a perfect example of the extension that a hobby like we've talked about. We did a whole episode on like hobbies get expensive, but like the way that you can expand a hobby or like even the confidence in your hobby goes up. It's like I've had different kinds of snowboards and it's really taken like a certain kind of snowboard to like even get me confident enough to go and try a certain thing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And I don't, how do I want to put it? It's like, just because I spent more on the snowboard, I don't think that it was necessarily a better snowboard right in that moment. but it gave me the confidence to go try something new because I now had a better snowboard. Yeah. Does that make sense? Like I could have always tried a front side board slide. I'll just say something, like something something basic stuff. It's like, I could have always tried a front board, but I was just not confident on the gear that I had. And then I went and bought something that I really wanted, that I spent a little bit more money on. And for a front board, I didn't need that board. But when I got it, I tried it. It just gave me that confidence to go and do it. It's just like, I know that's an example of equipment, but it's an example of like the confidence part of it, right?
Yeah, for sure. No, that totally makes sense. Cause that's like, this last year we had shit ice, but the year before that we had like a ton of snow all the time. Yeah. And I don't even have like, I have tires that are like all weather, but they came on the truck when I bought it.
Right.
So it's time for some new tires anyways, but they're like relatively smooth in the back. Mm-hmm. And even though I have 4-wheel drive, it definitely didn't give me the confidence in a little bit deeper snow to try to go that year because I was like, I need to have plowed roads because I'm too scared to go out with those tires. But I want to get something with more aggressive treads that have, there's like the more aggressive treads have like almost like nubs like on the sidewall.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm.
Like that's going to help you go through snow. It's not just the treads on the face of the tire trying to grip. If it's like you're in a little bit deeper snow
and you have that
got the
extra
sidewalls gripping a little bit too,
Yeah, I can see
you're
that.
not just going to get stuck. You can at least kind of rock it back and forth. And,
yeah, for sure.
Something, I don't know. And maybe it doesn't, like you said, maybe it doesn't really do any difference at all. But it's going to give me the confidence to at least say, just like, fuck your plow roads, bro. You see my tires, dude? I'm getting out there.
Right. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
And it's not worth doing research or whatever. It's just like, you got to get new tires. You know what you want, and it's going to help. So
yeah,
I'm going to do it. It's like, it's just like, I got my new hat, throw it on. Feeling a little extra confident today because I fucking feel good in this hat.
Oh,
dude. You know what I'm saying?
You're telling me, man. Oh, all right. I say Bimini. My wife says Bimini.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't know about Bimini. I'm gonna say Bimini still.
Yeah.
But Bimini Bay Outfitters, I found like one of those sun shirts, the one that stops the sun, so you don't have to put on sunscreen.
Yeah, for sure.
When we went down to Florida, I stopped at a Buc-ee's and they had the Bimini Bay.
Yeah.
Like I'm a big dude. I don't find a lot of stuff in my size, like in stores.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this gas station has shirts that fit me. And I'm like, look at this fucking price. This is a good price. And then I try it on and I'm like, this is one of the best fitting shirts that I have. Like everything else runs a little bit small in my size. Mm-hmm. But this one is perfect.
Yeah.
So I ordered some of their stuff, dude. Mm-hmm. Oh, man, I was feeling confident as hell.
Oh, no way.
Oh, so too, we were talking about the Waggle hats, right?
Oh, yeah.
I did use my Shields gift card to get a Waggle hat.
Oh, shit, you did.
And I got a Waggle hat it's a gray hat with a fish hook. Yeah. And I like they have a walleye and a bass one, and I like that design more, but I like the colors here. So I got that blue and gray hook, and I got the blue Bimini, and I got the one that has the like built-in gator with a hood, and it's all so I'm like looking like a ninja with my new hat on.
Yeah,
and then I got the Bimini Outfitter pulling in with a couple episodes too, where we were talking about marlins.
Yeah.
Bimini's like design is like a marlin.
Okay.
And I got their like navy blue shorts that have like light blue marlins all over it, like dude. Little. So I'm wearing that, and all of it matched.
Oh,
and
dude.
I'm out there telling my nephew how to fish, and I'm like, you should listen to me. I look like a legit guy.
Like, I got the outfit on. I'm a fucking dress for success right now.
Yeah. Do you see me?
Yeah.
Like if I went to the boat landing right now, somebody would pay me to take them out because they would say, do you think he knows what he's doing? And then they'd be like, I mean, look at him. He definitely knows what he's doing. Yep. Look at that guy. And just be like, yeah, my wife said I look ridiculous, but everybody else is going to be like, he's legit. My dad was like, don't you ever watch the TV shows? That's what they look like. That's what the pros look.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, I was feeling good, even though my wife and my mom thought I looked stupid. But I don't give a shit.
I don't think women have good taste in clothing.
Yeah.
I like the new City Gear too. And my wife likes this hat, but we saw the jerseys and she was like, I don't know. And I'm like, that jersey's the fucking shit.
I think the jersey looks dope. Yeah. I think it looks really good.
Yeah. I think she ended up coming around to it by the end of the day because we saw a few of them and she saw like with the hat. And I think, but anyways, I didn't get a jersey. Dude, I'm just saying she saw, mannequins.
This is super random. Before I got on here, we went out to eat dinner and my son has been begging for a Chinese buffet forever. And we don't really care for the one here in town because they charge way too much money for what they get, but whatever. We gave in to him tonight.
Yeah.
Like, whatever, dude, let's go. So we go there. There was a lady there, which I'm all for like doing you, whatever.
Right. Yeah.
Cool.
You do your thing. Yeah.
She was wearing straight up lingerie with like a trench coat over it.
Okay.
It was like
maybe
straight up like underwear. You know, it was like as high as it could go. It was lacy.
Yep.
And then she had like the tights all the way up with like that like clip that went from like the thigh high tights to the underwear.
Yep.
And then she had it like it was like up to here. It was basically just like looked like a nightgown bra. It was like all black. And I looked at my wife and I was like, I think she forgot to put the dress on that goes over that. Because I was like, this is gnarly. Like, I get you want to do you or whatever. And I think certain places that's 100% fine.
Yeah, it just feels really weird at a Chinese buffet.
You're in a goddamn restaurant. I don't give a shit what restaurant it is.
Right.
Even that's McDonald's. Like,
yeah.
I'm here trying to eat. And I mean, you're pretty close to getting pubes in my food, I think. I don't know for sure.
Right.
But there's not, I have more clothes on than you. So, I mean, if I was a betting man on who was going to be the one that got him in the food, wouldn't be me. I don't know. But anyways, that was just a side note when we're talking about uniforms and stuff. Yeah. And there's this giant wall of mirrors and I'm facing away, but I can't take my eyes off this lady because she also like there's 3 of them and 2 of them started grabbing their food while she just watched them grab their food and she just kind of stood there like posing. I was like, what the fuck is she doing? And then when they finished grabbing their food, then she grabbed her food. And I was like, is this some sort of like weird
is there like a fetish thing going on?
Dom thing? Yeah.
Right.
And then I saw that like her boyfriend that was wearing a COVID mask. And I just leaned over to my wife and I was like, do you think he's hiding his face in embarrassment?
Maybe it's part of his being dominated or whatever.
It could be like where he's just like, she's like, I'm going to dress like this and you're going to have to deal with it. And he's just like hiding his face like, oh my God. Yes, mistress or whatever.
Right.
I don't know. Cause I told my wife, I was like, cause if I'm being 100% honest, I wouldn't mind seeing you in that outfit. But if you tried to wear it, like we're about to walk out the door, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
You're trying to go get some buffet here. It's fucking weird.
We've been a Mets family our whole life.
And if you're just catching that one on a Wednesday, you got to go back and catch the whole podcast to get that joke. Tim, this one, I really am curious of what you're saying. Catch a dogfish on your home turf. Now,
yes.
So the spawn, I did a little quick looking because I don't know what your technique is or what your technique or your thought is, but like, there's no real regs on a dogfish. And from everything that you've taught me over the 4 years we've been doing this shit is that like they're spawning, they're aggressive, probably catch them, like, I don't know if it's appropriate. I don't know if it's like, what is it, like the unwritten rule of the road sort of thing where it's like, if they're spawning, you don't go catch them or whatever, but rough fish, I don't know. Gray area, maybe, right? And there's regs for like walleye and bass and things like that you just can't go fishing for them during their spawning time. But I'm thinking like catfish and bullhead, dogfish.
Yeah.
Whatever. If you can catch them spawning, you probably have a good chance of catching one. That's what I put on this. And the spawn is maybe ending right about now here in Minnesota.
Sure.
But the water temps aren't super high, I don't think. And so maybe they're just starting to spawn. I don't know. But
like
tell me
right
more.
Around 70.
What's that?
They're like right around 70 right now.
Okay, yeah. So they're
up north. So like, give or take wherever you're at in the state.
Yeah. A little further north, you think water temps are reaching about 70, you're saying?
Yup.
So yeah, this might be right on. It might be right. It's in that window. It's like mid 60s to mid 70s is when they start spawning. Right. So could be that time.
Yeah. Now I tell you what, we got the 4th of July coming up, and I got a floating holiday from work that they put on July 5th this year.
Yeah.
So we got the 4th, the 5th,
nice,
the 6th, and the 7th off. So we got 4 days.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And definitely did think about like going on last year on the inside weed edge that we didn't fish a lot in the summer. Was where my nephew caught that bullhead.
Oh yeah.
And it got me thinking,
okay,
if that's where that rough fish is, if that's where the mysterious bullhead is, the only live one we've ever caught on this lake,
right,
maybe that's where this other stuff is. And who knows for sure, but maybe we get some big sucker minnows and we put them on some big bobbers because we have time. And we just go out there and
chill and bob.
Oh my gosh, have a couple drinks.
Right.
Maybe find us some gummies or something. I don't know. Have a day of it.
Right.
Just kind of get lost looking at some clouds.
Yeah.
Checking the bobber every once in a while.
Right. And just fucking be out there in America's greatness on America's birthday.
Hell yeah. Yep.
Dude. Yeah.
Bring out the speaker. Just get some tunes going.
Yep.
And just chill right there. Who knows? Drop anchor. Bring a floaty maybe.
Yeah.
Just sit out there. Who knows? The possibilities are endless when you're bobber fishing, right? For a big fish too, because you're not expecting to catch something constantly.
Yeah, that's or maybe not even the catching something constantly, but the annoyance of the fresh sunnies coming up and just nibbling your shit away, and just having to deal with those tiny little nibbles that you're always like paying really fucking close attention to, and then you're like, nibble stop. Probably got the whole fucking worm.
Yep, you're just always watching like something's playing with it. You put a big sucker minnow out there, it's like either that bobber is gone or it's not. Those are your two options. There is no, sometimes you set the depth a little bit weird on a sunfish and it'll like eat it and you're like, what happened? And you're like, I don't know if I got something. Let me check my bait. And you reel it up and you're like, oh shit, I got a fish. And then when you get it up, it's like just the hook is just no more. You're like, oh my God, dude. This thing's completely like the hook's coming out its asshole almost. This is it swallowed the shit out of this hook.
Right. Yep.
So you don't have to worry about that with a big sucker minnow.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, dude, I mean,
Cool.
I honestly tossing around the idea. It's just got to be like right now. The weekends are like,
Yeah, just
I
gonna
don't
feel it out.
have. Well, and I mean, like just the weekends where it's like get up there. If I get up there Friday night, I'm able to go fishing Saturday morning and Sunday morning, and then you got some times throughout the day for those 2 days, but it's not a big window. So those are like pretty aggressive fishing. So it's like that 4-day window is like, yeah, maybe after like 2 days of fishing hard, like that Saturday or something, when my back is a little bit sore or whatever, I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna sit in this chair and hope that bobber goes down type of day, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
So we'll see. That's what it's gonna take, and maybe I can convince other people to come out with me. That way we can cast into a couple different spots. You go there, we'll go here. Got like 4 bobbers. Well, I'll sit here, but
yeah, that's cool. I
that'd be a
like
weird
that.
one.
I like listening to it. I'm like, yeah, man, that sounds like fucking fun, you know?
Yeah, dude. I know it sounds like a good time when you say like, let's just all go out there and chill.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, we got overhead ice footage, but that's ice footage. That's a while away. You already talked about the Cougar Luger. Damn it, I did it anyway.
Cougar Luger.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, so on to my stuff quick. Pickled pike bites. Ooh. That was the one that I said, I don't have a recipe because the fishing news that we did earlier. It's like, I don't have a recipe yet. So I still want to get out. And I made that short when I tried to go out and get a pike last year. I made the short as in like the hashtag short YouTube video, the reel, whatever. I can't remember where we all put it, but I made that short video. And yeah, it didn't work out. There just weren't any pikes around. Yeah. But you had said later, after kind of talking about it, you said maybe try topwater. And it got too far in the fall that year, but I had gotten a frog. And now you're saying, ooh, maybe a little soon for the topwater yet here.
Oh no, you can do it now.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like on opener sometimes it's a little bit too cool.
Okay.
Now you're ready to roll,
like
bro.
Between now and July or even August, throw that topwater and see what happens.
You could throw topwater pretty late. Yeah.
Okay.
You got time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll bite. I mean, some people say like as soon as it warms up to like 60 degrees, people are like, now it's time for topwater. I always feel like, yeah, maybe they're starting to like wake up a little bit, but I'm preferring to throw something else until the water heats up a little bit more.
Okay.
I just have other, that personal preference, confidence thing. I have confidence in other lures earlier in the year, so that's what I roll with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I want to go out there and try a few different things because like I'm probably going to end up off of a public pier. So I know there's a decent amount of pressure there. And so like, I just want to have that topwater because as one of the things in my pocket. So to know that like, oh no, it's okay. Okay. All right. Well, good.
Yeah.
Cool.
And the topwater might be something that they don't see a lot.
That's what I'm thinking is that just a lot of people probably don't go to the public fishing pier with topwaters on.
Right. Yeah, they're just out there bobber fishing or throwing whatever they got.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you could get to wherever the weed edge is, like when you see some lily pads starting to pop up, if you could toss it inside there, gives you something to play with. Yeah, also gives you the opportunity to fish where others might not be throwing a lure, If people are out there fishing the public pier, bobber fishing, they're casting into open water. If you're close enough that there's some lily pads and stuff, you cast that frog like into the lily pads and people aren't casting over there.
Oh.
Might be giving them something to look at when other people haven't a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if it's high pressured, slow it down. Sometimes downsize.
Right.
Make it smaller and slower.
Thank you.
But that's not what you have to do.
Right. But
it's just like if you cast out bigger and work it faster and you don't get a fish, downsize and slow it down and punch the fucking microphone.
Punch the microphone. Okay. Yes. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, because I am confident I can get a pike. I am confident that I can pull a. They're so aggressive. We always talk about how those slimy little bastards hit anything, and I just think that it was I just don't think there was anything around that day. I just wasn't throwing it. I just, maybe the pike were already starting to leave for the fall. I don't know, but
yeah,
I feel like it's possible.
Dude, if you like the idea of sitting out there with the bobber, like I was saying, do the same shit. Get one of those big ass softball bobbers, and a couple of sucker minnows, and get you a big like circle, circle hook, octopus hook, like a 1/0, 2/0 type deal. You could put it in there.
Okay,
those are nice because they'll set the hook when you just start reeling.
Oh,
so like they can eat it, and all of a sudden, because a lot of times you're sitting out there watching your bobber for so long when you're trying to do that stuff, and all of a sudden you like, it could be a while, and you're just like talking to somebody, and you look and you're like, "Where's my bobber?"
Yeah. Yep.
Oh shit, where's my bobber?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh damn, it's
I've
gone.
been there.
And then all you gotta do is just reel, and as you start reeling, like when you feel the pressure, the hook literally just starts kind of curving and it'll set itself. So as you're like reeling, you just wait till you feel the weight, and then you can just kind of like lift up instead of like really being like bam and setting the
doing
hook.
that.
You don't have to as hard.
Okay.
Yeah, so the circle hooks are nice for that. But yeah, dude, just get you one of those like
kick-ass
folding chairs, cast it out, and just have a seat.
Yeah. And just chill.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Just get a couple of sucker minnows for the bait cooler, and get a couple of brewskis for the other cooler, and just have a chill.
That's a good idea.
Have a chill.
That's okay. Kick ass.
That's the shirt. We need to start making shirts. Have a chill,
Have a chill.
bro.
There, write it down. Have a chill.
Have a chill.
The other one I have is bullhead, and make fertilizer out of it. We talked about, I brought.
That's right.
And so the whole reason why I started that, like in going into that research, is because I knew that my wife had started to want, I can't remember if I said this in the fertilizer or the bullhead episode or not, but I knew my wife wanted to get more into gardening, and that she had some ideas and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll figure out how to make fish fertilizer then. Like I can make that into something. I can make that into content. I'll learn something fun, and we get to participate together. And then the dog found a dead fish and started rolling in it.
Oh, dude, I know they do that wacky shit. I've had it before where it's like you let the dog out to go to the bathroom in the morning, and you're like, I got like 5 minutes. You go take a shit or whatever. I got to brush my teeth, and we got to get going. And then you go, and like you're letting them in the house, and you're just like, oh, what the fuck?
Yep.
It's just like, I got to take care of this now. I can't have her running all over the house and this stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. You had the dead fish, which would be, I mean, about as bad. I can't think of two worse things. I've had my dog roll in like another animal's shit.
Oh,
and she's a white dog, so she comes in with like brown all over her like neck, and you're like, what the fuck? And then you get close, and you're like, oh my god, that's shit.
Yeah.
They're so nasty.
Two dead animals. There was a dead deer one time too.
A dead deer?
Yeah, and he fucking rolled in it. It was pretty well decayed at this point. Decayed and what the scavengers had pulled at it, but he had blood on his neck from rolling in it. And I have a white dog too, and he fucking had a red dogs, dude. It was so fucking rank. Yeah, it was so bad. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, it smells because of the bacteria. That's what's so bad about it. Like
I
you got animal blood. I got fucking shit.
Yeah.
It's both the worst, rankest stuff ever where you're just like, oh my God, you're going to contaminate my whole house if I let you go anywhere.
Right.
Even if I lock you in one room, I'm going to have to come home and clean the whole room.
Right.
I'm going to be late for work because I definitely need to give you a bath right now.
Right. In this moment, you have shit on you. I am cleaning you. Like, what the hell? Yeah. And so now I told my wife, I was like, hey, I'm going to catch some bullheads and I'm going to make fish fertilizer and then you can have them for the garden. And she's like, what? And have the dog roll in it? You're fucking washing him.
Yeah, totally.
And I'm like,
yeah,
shit. So I don't know what I'm going to do now. I mean, I still think I'm going to try to go bullhead fishing and just maybe use them as a learning opportunity on how to clean them.
Yeah.
I don't think that I'm going to catch anything big enough to clean, but also I'm quite certain I'll fuck them up for a while.
Fish.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're stout little fish, so I think you can get a decent chunk of meat off of them, even when they're pretty small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just because the muscles, they're muscular little guys.
Yeah, I guess kind of like catfish, right? Like they got a lot to them there.
Yeah, they're thick little fellas. So
right. Okay.
I think that's why they're popular. That's why like a lot of places you can get catfish on the menu. Right. Same with like cod. Right. I think they like produce a decent amount of meat for what they are.
Right. Yeah.
And they're not hard to catch.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, dogs are. Why are they so stupid? And then they're like still. Like they're still hopeful. Like a lot of times before I leave, my dog is getting old. Mm-hmm. So she'll like piss and shit on the floor. So we like leave her in the bathroom now. Like don't leave her in a kennel. She's got her like dog bed or food or water, all that other stuff. Yeah, we'll like close the bathroom door because it's linoleum and we can keep her contained. Just be like, well, you just get this room until we get home.
Yep.
And I always bring like a minty, like a dog treat in there.
Oh yeah.
And she'll do that shit and you're about to leave and she's just like looking at you like, do I get a dog treat? And you're like, no, you rolled in shit. You don't get a fucking treat. That's
treat cut off today, damn it.
No treat. That's cool. You don't get rewarded for me having to give you a bath because you rolled in shit, you idiot. But I don't get what the hell is up with them. Do they want to just? Maybe I should Google it. Do they want to keep that stink with them? They're like, oh my God, that's disgusting. I need that on me all day, dude. I need to keep that stink. Do you guys keep that stink on me? It's so bad. It's so bad, ain't it? I love it.
I know because their noses are also super sensitive. Like dogs have really good smelling. So what the fuck is that about? But I looked up how to get the fish smell out, like if there's any sort of secrets, because I was like, I think I heard something like vinegar, like the vinegar baking soda thing that you can do to clean stuff. Like I think you can do that to dogs, but I don't want to hurt his skin. He's already a sensitive little guy. And,
yeah.
And turns out it's peroxide and baking soda. Oh my God, dude, it's the foamiest fucking thing you've ever seen in your life. It's insane.
I bet it is. Isn't
crazy.
Isn't that like the shit that you put together to make like the volcano in like grade school?
Well, I think you can use peroxide and vinegar peroxide and baking soda or vinegar and baking soda. I always did it with vinegar.
Because it's something like that. Yeah, the vinegar or whatever. Because I remember you like I remember being like, you put the baking soda like in the hole or whatever.
Yeah, and then you pour the liquid in.
Yep. Yeah, and it already has like the food coloring in there or whatever. So you get it and it's like red.
Yep.
Oh shit, look at that foam.
Yeah. I did that with my daughter one day when we were home. She was homesick. She was homesick, like she was fine, but she ran like a 99 in the morning or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And so we did fucking volcanoes. I use vinegar because that's what I was taught, but I can't see. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It was the foamiest fucking thing, and it pretty much worked.
Yeah.
It pretty much worked on getting the dog clean.
Yeah.
It had to have a little soap in it too, and
well, that makes sense because I think the peroxide like eats all of the stuff. I remember that being like another thing that they showed us in grade school, where they brought in like the liver of like a cow or some shit, and they just filled a fucking sink of peroxide,
and they're ate just the liver?
like, well, not ate the liver, but they're like, oh, it'll eat all like the bad bacteria and it'll eventually stop. But they put it in there and it was just like it was boiling almost.
Yeah.
Like,
I've
like
cleaned
really
cuts with
bubbles.
it and it foams up. Like,
oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
it turns
foams
into
up
foam.
because it's like
I never thought about it until this.
And eventually it stops if you keep pouring it on the open cut.
Yep.
Eventually it stops because I think it's like eating all the bacteria that's like in the cut.
That's a wild fucking chemical.
So I think it's like the same. Yeah, so I think it's kind of like the same thing where you're like pouring it on the dog and it's eating away all like the organic matter or whatever that's on them.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know the science behind it, but that totally makes sense.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, it fucking sucked, but just remember that one.
Totally. I'll have to remember that next time my stupid ass dog rolls in shit.
Rolls in another animal's shit.
Oh my God.
And then I just have ice fishing on here too. Ice fish again in 2024. Yep. Okay, yeah, we'll see about, we'll just let that go. I mean, not let it go, but like for now, it's fucking almost the 4th of July.
Yeah, I wrote down some like random ass stuff, like find Wonder Bread hoodie. And like that kind of stuff.
That's right.
I do like that Wonder Bread hoodie.
I know what you're talking about. Yep.
Sims makes a shirt that's kind of like a Wonder Bread color, but it's just like a little bit behind Sims. And Sims is a fishing company, but I don't really have any of their shirts because I don't have any of that but the shirt. And it feels weird to just buy.
What else do they make? Because I thought they were just apparel.
Just clothing. Yeah, I think it's just apparel.
Okay.
But it's like fishing apparel. But I don't have any like the legit fishing apparel, so it feels weird to buy like just the fishing t-shirts.
Right.
But
or the
then
hoodie
also
or whatever. Like the streetwear, so to say.
But then I also justify I justify it by being like, well, I have quite a bit of like skateboard and snowboard clothing.
Right.
And I have nothing but the shirt in that brand, and I don't represent anything else except for they make snowboarding stuff.
Right.
So I go, well, maybe I should just stop looking at it like this and just buy the fucking shirt.
Right. Like if it looks cool, just fucking buy it anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. Because it's the same thing with Waggle, where I like was trying to talk myself out of it and like, I don't even golf. And then I go, well, that's a dope hat. What are you talking about? Buy this fucking hat.
Yeah. And this one's a fishing hat anyway. So, there we go.
100%. Yep. Anyways,
you know what? Let's spend 10 minutes just patting ourselves on the back because there's some real AFTV goals on here, but whatever. I'm just going to scratch those for the sake of time.
I don't know if we can do this for 10 minutes.
You're going to stretch for 10 minutes?
No, I'm trying to pat myself.
Oh, pat yourself on the back. I could hear the audio fine, but the video got a little laggy, and I was like, I'm not sure exactly what that is. Yeah, dude, 4 years. Holy shit. That's crazy.
It is.
There were a few things I wrote down. Oh, I just want to say, like, I'm super proud of like with the equipment and the software and like, dude, we produce a real podcast here. And, it didn't take 4 years, but now we've been doing it like consistently for 4 years. And it's quality every time, in my opinion. So, dude, I'm proud of it for sure.
Yeah, me too, man. Definitely, like anything, there's things that could be done better.
Sure.
And there's things that I wish I was further along with.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like you don't really think about like the steps that we've taken until I go to like do a Google Meet or like a Zoom call with like my fantasy league.
Yep.
And they're like, what kind of microphone is that? Are you backlit? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, Oh yeah, I am.
Oh yeah. Sorry, it's second nature. I didn't even think about it. I just turn all my shit on.
Right. I just get in the studio. It just goes.
Yep.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Two things. Oh wait, no. Three things. I was like thinking, well, it's been 4 years now. You know, we're 94 episodes. It's actually more than 94 because of we're into the hundreds because you actually have to
because of the specials and stuff.
Yep, but I don't number. Yeah. We don't number those because they're not technically like the real AFTV podcast in the way. So I was looking back at some of the like 1 hour-ish ones that we did, like back before we kind of settled into our when we were trying to be a little more restrictive.
Sure.
We did a Ninja Turtles and real life turtles.
Hell yeah.
I'd like to go back and redo that one now, especially since I've been keeping an eye on snapping turtles. Now, I mean, that could be a whole podcast, really, because people angle for.
Yeah, dude.
Like fishing for turtles is a real thing. It could be its own podcast, but I think it would just be great to go back and revisit that one and with that new perspective. Yeah. And Ninja Turtles, fucking new shit for Ninja Turtles like every day. Did you know there's a new Ninja Turtle game out?
Which one?
There's a new arcade game that just came out. It's called like Ninja Turtles Arcade or something like that.
No, I have to look into that.
Yeah, dude, look into it for sure. I've been meaning to tell you for a while.
Speaking of that Ninja Turtles arcade, this is real random. Side note, I'm a delivery driver. We talked about it many times. Mm-hmm. I went into a freaking coin laundry.
Yes.
In kind of like an old school, like slightly ghetto-y neighborhood. Uh-huh. Not 100%. But the coin laundry was just a little bit like... a little bit. But when I went in there, dude, uh-huh. No arcade, no setup of nothing.
What?
But on the one wall, mm-hmm. the freaking 4-player Turtles in Time. I'm just like, are you shitting me?
Like
in this,
like the pixel art Turtles in Time.
I'm like looking at everybody like,
yeah, dude.
Do you guys know what you have? I know you're all here doing your laundry, but like this should be on your sign out. We have Turtles in Time in here.
This should be on
That's
your
one of
sign.
It's one of the greatest games of all time. You have the legitimate 4-player arcade game in here.
Oh my God.
I wanted to be like, I really need to keep moving, but if y'all got some quarters, let's get down, huh? You want? I'd just be like trying to set it up with them,
right?
Just be like, have anybody else played this game? Do you guys know what this is?
Do you know? Do you get it?
I will drive back here. I will come back.
I got some
later.
drop-offs to do, but I got to pick up when I come back around.
Yeah,
come on. Somebody's got to give me a roll of quarters. Let's go.
I'm an almost 40-year-old child. Do you guys have kids that'll be here later? If you don't want to play, like I'll
show them.
This is a good game. I need 3 more people.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's
but no,
awesome.
I'll have to look into that.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I just saw a bunch of stuff that was released on Nintendo. That might be for another time. Maybe we'll talk about that.
Oh yeah,
in the second half or whatever.
Yeah, maybe we do because it's just about the 4th of July, and I mean, if off time leads to video games. Hopefully,
hell yeah.
So yeah, maybe we'll do that. So the last 2 I want to talk about before we wrap up here, the baseball cards. Yeah. We did a baseball cards episode. I would love to go back and do that, and maybe we should because you really got into trading cards, right? I mean, like you're. Yeah. Yeah, we should do a trading card episode, I think. Like we did a baseball cards and kind of like with nostalgia, and you didn't have as many baseball cards, but that's what we named it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should go back in. And we've talked about it a lot on the podcast, but I think like a specific random take on that.
Yeah, for sure. Because I was real into trading cards as a kid, and I'm getting more into them as an adult. Now that I have money to like buy, when I was a kid, it was buy a pack here and there.
Right.
Now I have money to like buy the years I want and just like go on eBay and get a box sent to my house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Dreamfish, dude. We did a whole episode on Dreamfish, but like I wrote down a few things, you know, because like we've learned a lot more about burbot, the peacock bass, that armored catfish that one time we talked about. Like there's just been so many things over the last 4 years that we have learned. I'm like, man, I almost wondered like Dreamfish, because there's been so many times and you're like, boom, bucket list thing.
Bucket list. Oh, there have been. Yeah, where we're talking like that's a new one.
Right.
That's a new one. Put it on the list. Yeah, there's been a couple of those. Yeah.
Right.
And randomly, I got some shit in the works for March.
Whoa.
To go after a dreamfish.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Yeah, you told me off air one time. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to keep playing surprise. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We'll have to save that for later.
Tell everybody.
Okay, just do it.
Should I?
Nah, just do it. We'll wrap up right after this.
Yeah,
this
there's
is a good
no
way
point
to
in
end
like
it.
just being like, stay tuned or whatever. Peacock bass are stocked in certain spots in Florida, and I'm looking to go down there. Yeah. And I'm thinking about like, and
you're going to be in the general area of where these peacock bass have been.
We'll be close enough that like I can go fish for peacock bass. And since I got skunked on the redfish when we went out that last time, I go oceanside for the redfish. So might be able to hopefully knock out 2 in the same trip.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
dude.
Go big or go home, and I will still have to go home even if I
don't. I'm not staying down here with all these Florida mans. Fuck that.
Dude, 100%. Did you know my wife didn't know about Florida Man?
Yeah.
She was like, you can go fish by yourself one day. And I'm like, that's fine. I would just like, if you guys would stay at the hotel and not leave at all. Don't go anywhere. And she's like, but we wouldn't go near the water. And I'm like, doesn't matter. Florida Man is everywhere. And she's like, Florida Man? And I'm like, yeah, you don't know about him?
You don't know?
You got to stay away from Florida Man.
Oh, that's a great note to end on, Tim. Yeah. Fucking happy 4 years. Whew.
Happy 4 years.
Let's talk about the...
This is water. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, me too. That's all I got.
Water, that's right. Doing it on school night.
I mean, it's whiskey. It's whiskey straight. Yep. I'm lying.
Yeah, me too. Big, tall glass. Just take it like a man. You can't even tell.
All right, dude. Let's hit the break. Talk about some 4th of July on the other side. Taking some time off. Breaking for the break. Here we go.
Break down.
Welcome back to the Real AFTV podcast show about fishing random takes from the land. You're in the random take, and I'm not crying. You are.
Yeah.
Oh, we just had a good laugh. It was so much that we're crying. So if you hear some sniffles and you're watching the video and you're like, God, those guys go get fucking high on the break. Yeah, we did. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to do this one high.
Yeah. High on our own supply, bro.
Tim, it was a well-written joke. It was very funny. I love that you caught yourself off guard with it because you're looking back at old notes.
I was just randomly reading back some old notes and hit a joke that got me laughing hard because I forgot that I wrote it. I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Oh, got us out of nowhere.
Oh, it was good. Yeah. It was good. But that's not what we're going to talk about. Well, I mean, maybe, but we're going to hear.
We're also both just sipping on water. We're not high.
We are not. No. Oh, it's funny. We're totally sober, but that's what makes it even funnier.
Yep.
Tim, here, I got a sound bite for us here. That's a beat.
Through fireworks.
Yeah.
I heard it. That first part sounded like a boss battle on an original Nintendo.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. That sounded sick.
Yeah. It's a fucking really cool beat. I didn't make it. It's
Is it an actual song or just a beat?
No, it's an actual song. Watsky, I don't know if you've ever heard of him. He was he came up on YouTube. Yeah, it's off his records. Like it's part of it's not a YouTube song, really. You know, he made records. Yeah. So it's off of there. And yeah, every time that beat's always got me. And I was like, damn, that fucking beat is cool. So I thought, hey, we're talking about the 4th of July. I'm going to go fucking grab a snip of that beat quick. And
hell yeah.
Yeah.
I have to look into it. I don't know that song.
Yeah. It's just called Fireworks. And it's Watsky.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pretty simple. I mean, it's not about fireworks, but like you heard the beat.
Right.
Yeah. It's dope.
Yeah.
Dude, talk about the 4th of July. So my daughter isn't very fond of sudden loud noises. I don't know that most kids are. So I don't know that we'll be getting to the fireworks again this year, but she's also only 3 something.
Yeah.
And I was like, but your son is 5 now. Are we now getting
6.
into 6? Oh my God, that's right. My bad.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not just barely into the 6, but yeah, he's 6.
Right.
And he's all about it.
Yeah.
And this year we're going to, he's a boy, dude. We blow shit up.
Like he's, yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to Brainerd this year for the first time because we have that like 4-day weekend.
Yeah.
Which if you were in the first half, you heard. If you didn't, I got a 4-day weekend, which is, you know,
for the 4th. Oh, but so many 4s.
Four. We're gonna be fishing and stuff, but that night, Brainerd is one of my favorite ones because if you know where to sit, like watching him from a distance is cool. I wouldn't say that their fireworks display is like remarkably better than anybody else's. Like it's definitely a big city firework display. It's an impressive display. But the part I love about theirs is where they have it set up. There's like a hillside that you can go and like the hillside's steep enough that you kind of like can just lay down on it while you're looking up.
No way.
And the fireworks, the way they're launched, they're like almost directly above you.
Sweet.
Which is really dope unless there's a light breeze coming at you. Because those years it sucks. All the shit's like falling on your face.
Oh my God, you're that close?
Yeah, it's
even
like
if there's just a nice breeze.
It's not sparks and stuff, but it's like the shit, like
the ash.
You know, it's shit that blows up. So you got like shit like landing on your face. Yeah. I mean, it's probably like a good, like maybe like 1.5 to 2 football fields away.
Okay.
But the way, you know, they're
that high up with when it's ash just getting blown in the, you know, slight breeze, it's gonna go far, 100%. And that's
just
woo.
Doosh.
You feel those motherfuckers, don't you?
Yeah, hell yeah! You feel it in your chest every time it launches off.
Bow. Damn, dude.
Yeah, and they always have like a concert of, I don't know if it's, I think it's some tribute band or whatever, but they're like, it's at this high school that they set it up. They have this like low point, and
almost amphitheater style,
kind of, but it's like naturally occurring almost.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's just like this steep hill, and then there's just this flat spot, and the flat spot's where they set up all the fireworks.
Nice.
And then off to the side, there's like a racing, like a run, you know, like the track where you go around it 4 times as a mile.
Oh yeah, like a track, just like a high school track, a school track, Olympic track, whatever you want to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
And in the middle, they'll set up like a stage. And there's people that like gather around that, and there's like a couple like food vendors and stuff.
Oh, sweet!
So it's kind of cool. So you can go down there and be like, you know, grab a snow cone, some cheese curds, whatever, get your shit, like just kind of snack. I always go down there and like grab a, you know, big thing of kettle corn, just kind of like snack on it as you're waiting for shit to go down. And yeah, it's a nice setup. I really.
God, this is all now sounding familiar.
I don't know if you were there.
I feel like I might have went. I feel like I might have went once with you guys. Yeah, I don't know.
Totally could have been. I don't know. I've definitely had a couple other people come with me.
Sure. It just it's like such a fade, like a far fading memory. But you're starting to say things now, where it's like, man, that sounds really familiar. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple different times that
dude.
different people have been with us, and I just don't remember very well who they all were.
Like
where I'm
like,
I know
I don't even remember if I was there for sure or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, as you're saying it, I'm sort of forming a picture in my head, and I'm wondering, but I don't remember who was all there. I don't know.
I don't remember either how it was set up, but whatever, dude.
Yeah.
We had different people go with us because I've always been like, dude, if you get a chance, you got to come to this fireworks show.
Sounds cool. And the AC/DC tribute band in the fucking middle of the field.
Yeah. Yep. Plus, as you're walking there, you get random guys in their garage. There's one dude that normally is there with got the amp and his guitar set up, and he just keeps like ripping the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh,
and his electric guitar,
Hendrix style, dude. No way.
Fuck yeah, dude! Is you just some dude that keeps ripping it over and over. I'm sure, because every time I walk by, I hear him playing it. So I'm sure
he's just doing it all day. He's just fucking dropped acid and
hell yeah,
played the Star Spangled Banner on his.
He knows how to play the one song, and he just keeps ripping it.
That's great.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That sounds awesome. And you guys are like, have you been there before? Have you guys been there before with your son? I mean, has your family? Okay. Sweet.
No.
Sweet.
We have not been there with him to this because,
well, I mean,
the
he's only
other
6,
years,
so, like,
yeah,
fresh.
and it's always been, we haven't, like, in recent years, the 5th, we've always had to work.
Oh, right.
So this is the first year where we have that next day off where we'll be able to go up there.
Yeah.
So we've always been watching the fireworks in St. Cloud, which was fine, but it was like we'd be in like a parking garage where we knew we could escape well. There's a parking garage kind of close that you can go to the top floor of and watch the fireworks from there.
Yeah.
And it's a decent show.
Sure.
But it's from a distance, and you don't get to see, like, you can hear certain parts where it's like, and you're like, oh shit, there's some cool stuff going on way lower that we can't see.
Yeah, because those ones don't go up high. Yeah.
So this year,
sweet.
I don't know if Braxton's ever been, my nephew, I don't know if he's ever been to him either.
Really?
And he's coming with us. Yeah.
Because he's at the cabin with you guys all the time. So I just assumed that he had gone. So, kick ass.
I just don't think, when he was younger, I don't know if my parents never wanted to go or what. I can't remember. But yeah, for sure, we're all going. That's what the plans are.
Nice, dude.
And then besides that, just chilling. Sweet. So you're not sure if you're gonna go?
I don't think we're gonna go, just because she tends to be a little jumpy around that sort of stuff. But me and my wife have talked, and we're like,
well, if you get her some,
so there's two parts to that. So me and my wife talked, and I think we're gonna get some fireworks that are like just local parking lot fireworks. You know what I'm talking about? Under the tent,
like the fountains.
Yeah, like fountains and stuff like that.
Safe. What the fuck is it called? It's like sane and safe or something is what they call it.
What?
We're one of those states, the Minnesotan. There's a couple of different states where it's like shit that can't launch.
Yeah, the stuff that
we only have fountains.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Makes noises and explodes on the ground. That's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's
no rockets.
It's a something and safe. I forget what it's called, but yeah, that's what they call it. That's what you get in our state.
Oh,
where you don't get any like mortars that you get to go poop.
Right.
You can't. We can go across the border.
Yep.
Get that shit.
Right.
Light them off as much as you want. I've never seen anybody get pulled over, or anybody has. No. I don't know why it's not allowed here, but it's almost like
never seen anybody.
It's almost like it just like takes, they could just be like, our hands are clean. Yeah, you blew your fingers off. We told you not to get that shit. I'm not gonna come over there and really like ruin your fun, because you went
right
to
because we know that you went over the border there to grab them.
yeah. you drove a whole hour to Wisconsin,
right,
and then came back over here and lit them off. So we're not gonna fault you for it, but you know, we told you, not our fault. We told you no. So yeah,
I saw a GIF. It was so funny. I was like, oh God, this is for real. So it's like up close GoPro shot, like a bucket and a GoPro sitting right on top of the bucket, and the kid's got a firework in his hand, like a full explosion. Like I'll just say an M80 because that's like our go-to reference, you know. I don't think it was that big, but he's got the lighter in his right hand. He's got the M80 in his left, and he's like lights it, sets down the lighter, and runs away.
Oh,
so he's still got the fucking firework in his hand, and I'm like, oh, that has definitely happened too many times.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I've seen that, like those videos a lot, and I think now I think there's a couple of real ones, and it became a thing where people want to like make a joke of it.
Yeah, right.
Like, you know, trying to get views,
right?
And then people will share, you know, that kind of shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, like it's happened for real. I don't know. I don't necessarily believe this particular video, but dude, that happens. It happens.
My Instagram algorithm definitely knows that I click on fucked up shit. So I've seen some like legit accidents quite a few times.
Oh no.
Like people lighting it and they're going to throw it and they don't release it in time. And then they just screaming, and you don't see the aftermath, but you know it didn't go well.
Right.
That dude was holding on to that bomb when it went off.
Right. Yeah, like that bomb. Yes, exactly. Well put. Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We're going to probably get some of those like little ones we can light off in the road or driveway or whatever, and see how she does. We do have like little earplugs for her. They're not full on, like they're actually rated. They have a decibel rating, like you put them in and they're supposed to be like -10 dBs or something like that.
Okay.
But then also we do have over the ear headphones.
Oh,
they're not noise canceling or anything like that. But I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I wonder if we combine the two. Like if she really freaks out, wonder if we combine the two. She doesn't really like to try things twice in a row though.
Oh, sure.
Not right away, at least. It takes some time.
Yeah.
So
no, I get it.
We got to play it safe because I would like to go. I haven't seen fireworks since so, you know, it was the year that, you know, Sarah was pregnant.
Okay.
So it's been more than 4 years since I've seen fireworks. And I'm like, dude, man, I'm missing it because like that I always like, I love that part of the 4th of July.
Hell yeah, dude.
Just get some day drinking in. And then as you're just riding that buzz into the like evening and fireworks.
Yeah.
Oh man, I fucking love it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, dude. That's something that I always I always thought like doing some day drinking and being around that like would be a good time to have a couple beers and you're just watching it, get a little tipsy, get a little inebriated, you know? Like that's where I feel like, ooh, that's the sweet spot.
Yeah.
When you get it to where, you know, when you get to that point where you're like content with just kind of like looking at something.
Yeah.
You know? Not always. You're just like, you know, some days it's just nice where you're just relaxing, but you're always thinking about doing something else.
Yep.
But you get to a certain point where you're a little bit tipsy and you're just like, no wall. It's a good looking wall.
Yeah. And you're just
like
you're just like in the zone, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Just in the zone. And it'd just be like nice to just be like,
yeah.
You know?
That's what I'm talking about.
In your head, you're like, hell yeah. You just start just reminiscing and thinking about stuff that like is just silly stuff. Not necessarily silly, but like you wouldn't do sober. You know? Just like 4 or 5 beers in, you're watching the fireworks and you just be like, this is what it's all about.
Right. Yeah. For real though. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the best.
Yep.
But
I'm always I'm always driving out of there with my parents who don't drink at all. So it's like, what are you supposed to do with this?
Right.
They do have porta potties. I always have been kind of just be like, I should just have a flask.
Oh,
not like I have a problem. Just like go down there and like slam some real quick. So they're not all judgy.
Yeah.
Because I don't need to be sitting here knowing that they're like watching me watch fireworks instead of watching. He's fucking, look at him enjoying this too much because he's drunk.
That's funny to think about. Something new this year though, Tim, that I got a charcoal grill. I've been learning how to charcoal grill.
Hell yeah.
So I got the charcoal and getting hot dogs. That is happening.
Nice.
Like my first charcoal 4th of July. Oh, dude.
Nice.
So pumped. I always have hot dogs too. I buy into the whole thing. Hot dogs, beer, fireworks. I'm all in on it.
I'm gonna be grilling. Shout out to my sister-in-law, Heather.
Oh yeah.
Who I don't remember when it was, but like for Christmas or whatever, hooked me up with this dope Bluetooth thermometer thing. And I can go buy more attachments, but you can have 6 thermometers like on this thing and like plug them into all your different stuff. I only got 2 is what it came with, and that's all I've needed so far. That's but you can get 6,
dude. And
then it's like a Bluetooth transmitter. You got the app on your phone, you can watch them all.
Yeah.
But yeah, last week I made
that's so cool.
Yeah, last week I made bacon wrap chicken cordon bleu on the charcoal grill. Yeah, dude, they turned out perfect.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It's a good time. Just cook it indirect, set up the coals on the one side where it's hot, and then the other side you don't have the direct heat. And you just cook them in there for like 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And then this dude that I watched on YouTube was just like, put them over the hot heat and we're going to sear them off. And then you just flip them every 4 minutes. Set a timer, cook them for 4 minutes, flip it, cook it for 4 minutes, flip it, and just keep going until you got an internal temperature of 165. So I just pulled that shit up. He said, cook it. It worked perfect. He said, cook it to 135 internal temperature. Okay. And then start searing them off. So like it's not an exact science with the time.
Right.
And I put,
right.
And because I had those 2, I put one in the closer to the coals and one further away.
Okay.
Because I was like, I don't know if they'll cook the same.
Right.
And they were pretty much on point. They were both right around the same time. So I'm like, oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
And then I was able to sear them off and temp them all out. And they were all perfectly like right at that same like 165. So they were all perfectly done and juicy, not dried out and shit.
Right. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, it turned out really nice.
That's fucking
to the
awesome.
point of like where on other podcasts I've talked about how it seems like my parents don't trust me sometimes about cooking this shit.
Yeah. Oh, because this was like at the cabin with your parents?
This was at the cabin. Yeah, I made 6 of them.
Nice.
At the same time, yes. And then I didn't make the chicken cordon bleu. I bought those from the grocery store.
Sure.
Which is not hard to like stuff chicken and wrap them in bacon and stuff.
Right.
But I spend a little bit extra money for somebody else to do it for me. That's
right. Yeah.
But sometimes they're just like, I don't know about like maybe you can try to do it this time.
Yeah.
And my mom was just like, well, maybe you guys can figure out supper. And I was like, all right, I got this. I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I'm going big. This sounds good. And I made this, and she was like, maybe you guys should buy supper all the time. And I'm just like,
shit.
What I've been trying to tell you for the past 10
You're
years.
Like, what about the turkey at Thanksgiving, Mom?
Yeah. I like lean over to my wife and I'm just like, it's like I know how to cook or something. Huh? What the fuck?
Been trying to tell him that.
I've been trying to tell everybody that I know how to do this shit. You gotta give me a little bit more fight, you know, give me a chance. Just put me in, coach. Fuck.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. I was just gonna say that. Put me in, coach.
Yeah, dude. So I definitely plan on looking at a couple of different recipes. I gotta hurry it up. We're running out of time. That's next week already, isn't it?
Yeah, when the podcast drops, dude, it's 3 days away. This drops on the 1st.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep.
And that's Thursday, so it's not even a full week next week.
Yeah.
It's like Thursday of next week is when the 4th hits. Yeah. So yeah, dude. Oh, I'm ready. I gotta get ready.
You gotta get ready. Do you have an idea? Like, are you charcoal grilling? Is that like your plan?
Oh yeah, I'll be charcoal grilling. I might bring out my smoker too if I got it. I don't know what to do with the smoker though. I might not do that because now that I got that, now that I know how well that thermometer works, now my head is like, let's fucking make some charcoal shit. Yeah, and my dad didn't like the coals that he bought.
Oh yeah,
either. And he's like, that oak, whatever that shit is. He's like,
Royal Oak, the red bag.
Yeah, the Royal Oak, exactly.
Yeah.
And he's like, I got the good Kingsford if you want that, but he bought like Royal Oak hickory.
Oh.
So I'm like, no, this is gonna basically like smoke this chicken as I'm making it.
Okay. Yeah.
This is gonna work well, and it did. It flavored it well.
Nice.
Yeah, I was pretty pumped on that, and I'm like, you know, he's trying to just be like, do you want to use the good Kingsford? And I'm like, nah, this Royal Oak, I'm finishing off the bag. You think it sucks? I'm gonna show you.
I'm gonna show you what's up,
it's gonna be all right.
Were they still the compressed cubes or?
Yeah, they're still the briquettes. I think they're a little bit.
Things.
They don't light. I've had them before too. They do like ash a little bit more than the Kingsford, and I get where he's coming from, but I think they excel over like Kingsford, but I think they work really well in certain situations. And because I was doing like the indirect cooking, I didn't need it to be like super even heat.
Right.
And I knew it would be super even heat by the time I got to that point. Like these coals are going to be going real good. 25 minutes in.
Right.
Once I get these to temp out to 135.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that Bluetooth thermometer was the shit, dude. I literally just have the app pulled up on my phone as I'm playing Zelda, just like glancing over.
Yes.
Like, all right. Find a cave, and I'm just like, yeah, it was like 120. I got time.
I'm gonna go do this cave.
I don't need to save. I'm gonna quick get through this cave. We'll handle it.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. I've been just collecting seeds and finding shrines and stuff, just looking at the map and just being like, I don't got a shrine here. There's got to be one around here someplace. Do you have the shrine finder?
No. Whoa.
I forget how you get it, but it like beeps when you're getting close. It's like blink, 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 blink. And when you're going the right way, it's kind of like a hot or cold type deal.
I think I had that in Breath of the Wild, because what you're saying is super, super familiar.
Okay.
So I must have found it in Breath of the Wild. It must be like, sort of, it must be in the Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. All right.
Because that sounds super familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I didn't even realize, like I forgot about it until right now when we're talking.
Yeah.
So I'll have to.
That's all I've been doing.
Be on the lookout for that.
Yeah. For a couple of weeks, I've been like real back into Zelda, and I'm not doing shit.
Yeah.
But running around, finding seeds.
Hell yeah.
Seeing something that looks a little off, just being like, I feel like something's weird here.
Yep.
And then
great level
figuring
design
it out
in this open world where you're like,
yeah, dude.
I do that though too. I totally, like last time I was out grilling, we did charcoal. We did chicken legs on the charcoal for the first time.
Ooh, yeah.
And I had the switch out there playing Zelda. Same thing.
Yeah. Chicken legs can be a little bit tricky because you can get them done to the point of like being edible and stuff.
Yep.
But if you don't cook them long enough, they can still be like cordy.
Oh.
Like there'll still be like tendons and shit.
Yeah. I overdid them, so we were cool.
Oh, really? Yeah, there you go.
I did.
Yeah, because
I made them.
You're supposed to temp them. I think it's like around like 185 or something. Whoa. Like regular chicken temps out at like 165. Yeah, you're supposed to like the chicken legs, like bone in chicken legs. You're supposed to like cook them up there because like that's when like the tendons break down or whatever.
Oh, well then I guess
so you don't have the cords.
Because we were in the 70s and I just shook it off of the thermometer and said, "We're done here."
Yeah. Yeah, I might be wrong on the temp, but yeah, that's
but no, that's something I should look at because 165 is regular chicken.
Yeah, exactly.
I've always temped out all chicken at 165.
Yep. Yeah, because that's where all the like bad bacteria is dead or whatever.
That's what kills salmonella.
Yep. But that's the same thing with like, brisket and like those meats where it's supposed to, beef temps out way cooler than chicken does to be safe. But when you're talking about like breaking it down so the fibers are like where it's that like fall off the bone or like super tender and stuff, is way hotter. I want to say like some of that brisket and stuff, you're trying to get the meat temperature up to like 200.
Holy fuck, for real?
Yeah, I think so. I might be wrong on that, but yeah, you're supposed to.
Yeah, you're just saying like there. It's much higher. You look it up before you start cooking a brisket or whatever.
Yeah,
you don't have it.
That's
memorized.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. I don't.
But you know enough to be like, oh shit, that's right. Like I have to go and.
Yeah.
You have enough of a memory formed where you're just like, well, make a brisket, for the first time in 9 months. I'm going to go and I got to look it up to get that temperature because it's not normal.
Yeah. I wish I could just memorize it and it'd stick in there, but it doesn't. So, but I always have that memory of just like, oh yeah, there's something I got to do here. It's different.
Right.
So yeah. Like the connective tissue where like the fibers all hold together at a certain point they break down and that's what makes it super tender. And trust me, I have cooked it so it's not to that point. And you're like, God damn, this is tough, dude. That ain't like what they had at Famous Dave's. What the fuck did I do? And it's 100% that it's just like, oh yeah, you're supposed to
keep
it was
going.
Done. I should say like it was edible at what you cooked it to.
Right.
It was not done.
Right. There you go. Well, that's a great way to put it.
That's why they cooked it for so long because they got it to that temp and they left it at that temp.
Right.
And then that connective tissue just kept breaking down and eventually they just had this like melt in your mouth. Yeah.
Oh, so good. That must be where burnt ends come from because that higher temperature and man, I would love to learn more about barbecuing so much. Like, I drifted off there for a little bit.
It's one of those things where it's like there's a couple of hobbies that are so damn time consuming that it makes it hard to do all of them at the same time.
Right.
Where like I really like to go fishing, so sometimes it makes it really hard to be like, I'm going to stay on land
and really learn how to barbecue. Like, learn how to barbecue, not just do good barbecue, but like learn it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like when you're making ribs, where it's like, I'm going to put these in and it's going to cook for 3 hours. And then 2 hours after, like once I do the thing after 3 hours, I got to wait for 2 hours. And then 2 hours after that, I got to do 1 hour. And it's like, I got to keep doing stuff. I can't be gone for very long. That kind of shit.
Right.
It's just, I get why old people are good at it.
Yeah.
Like when you're retired, fuck man.
And you just go, hey, you know what I'm doing today? I'm fire cooking ribs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how long does that take? All day.
All day. I'm day drinking.
and
I'm cooking ribs.
Yep. And that's it. And your full focus is just in that moment, in that. And it's like, God damn, that's cool. That's fucking really cool.
Yeah, dude, for sure. That's like here in Minnesota, marijuana is legal.
Yep.
People. And I think that would be good too. Like I could see myself when I'm retired just having some mild gummies.
Yeah.
Just like getting everything set up. Or just be like, oh, I think the prep work's going to take about an hour. I'm going to eat one of these now.
Yeah.
Should kick in by the time I get all my tough shit done. And when I got to do the braining of the whole thing.
Yep.
When I, pop it, get it all done. then just chill.
And chill.
Just chill.
Right. Yeah. Fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Before we start wrapping up, I want to talk about because I mean, we're talking about the 4th of July, but we're really talking about grilling here. we got into grilling, and that's something you've got to do on the 4th, as long as it's not raining. But let's hope it doesn't rain. I use the full charcoal. I decided, hey, I'm gonna get the like charcoal in its raw form,
like the lump charcoal.
Lumps. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. So I've been cooking with that. It's pretty rad.
I've been seeing them. Yeah, I've been seeing them. I've been thinking about getting it. Yeah, because I think those give a good flavor too, because you're literally dealing with like that's wood that's been burnt down to charcoal.
Well, so is the other stuff, but it's just been crushed down. Like so
right, yeah, it's
Kingsford is too, but it's just been crushed down and given a little adhesive and
right.
But I mean, it got turned into charcoal dust, sawdust.
Yeah, and there's some sort of like
press it together.
Yeah, there's like some sort of a binding agent.
Yeah,
that keeps it together. And like you said, the dust, you're kind of like shaking it off, and it kind of as it burns, it kind of just like seems to like ash more almost. Like I've used the lump charcoal. It's kind of nice. It's just like solid, it holds. It's just a
I mean,
chunk.
It feels like wood. I mean, it is, but it just chunks of wood. I get it's not as the thing is it's not as consistent as the briquettes. Like that's the thing with the briquettes is they just burn consistent. So like I'm just saying, like, I don't know, that's just the route that I went. It's going good. It feels like the chimney takes a little bit longer. And there's definitely hot spots, but they're not something I've had a super hard time controlling. Well,
like that makes sense. I guess
feel like I can just kind of spread it out and it works out okay.
Yeah, if the chunks are a little bit bigger, I suppose that makes sense. That with the chimney, it's harder to get it rolling a little bit. Where the briquettes are like uniform and little, and when you get some fire underneath them, it just kind of like spreads. Yeah.
And so when
I normally
go ahead.
I was gonna say I normally like turn it upside down before I'm done, anyways. Because if I'm using like a full chimney of coals, normally I want them to like last a little bit, anyways. So the ones that are on the very top, I think they might be lit a little bit, but they're not like really rolling.
Right.
And then when you kind of dump those out, those are started on the bottom, or maybe even not started. But like the ones on the bottom.
Of the chimney
lights a lot. The ones on the bottom will light. Well, I mean, once you dump them out, because you got the ones that are on the top aren't lit.
Yep.
So when you dump them out, the ones that aren't lit are on the bottom now
of the grill. Yep.
And when you pour out the lit ones, when the lit ones are on top of the unlit ones, it takes a lot longer for those to start the ones on the bottom.
Right. Yeah.
Than it does the other way around.
Goes up, so it doesn't want to go down as much. Yeah.
But it will eventually.
It will, yeah, sure.
So it's like you kind of got that consistent like smoke and cooking, and it keeps the coals rolling, and it gets hot.
Yeah,
and there's a couple of different fun things you can do. There's like a snake method that I've never tried before, but you can like set them up in like fours, like all the way around the outside, and you only light like the first 4.
What?
And it'll
keep around the grill.
Yeah. And as it goes, it just keeps lighting the next ones and then the next ones. Yeah.
That's fucking wild.
I've never
dude.
done it. Yeah, I've never done it, but I've never done it personally, but I've seen it done before.
Huh.
And I'm like, that's pretty crazy.
That
seems like a lot of setup, but it is pretty dope because that was like with, I think they were doing ribs or whatever. Because then you have like, you know, a good long time.
Yeah, like a long,
ribs
slow
for like
burn.
6 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got it going like that where you're not cooking it super hot.
Yeah.
But you're cooking it for a really long time.
Interesting. So when you're so like on the 4th, you're going to be cooking for the fam again.
Yep.
How do you get the coals lit? Because you're using the big grill up north, right?
Yeah.
So how do you get all those coals lit?
the big grill is gone now. We just have a Kingsford up there.
Oh, okay.
Or not.
Oh, Weber.
Weber.
Oh, okay.
Weber.
I was going to say, how do you light all those fucking coals? Do you have like 3 chimneys or something?
Yeah. No, that big one my parents got rid of.
Oh, okay.
Which is fine because that one kind of sucked.
Mm.
That one was very hard to keep consistent.
Oh.
Had a lot of like air being able to move through it, and since we were like on a lake,
the wind
didn't take a very strong breeze to like really throw shit off.
Right, it's constantly there's a breeze coming off of the lake.
Yeah,
and what that speed is affects your temperature. Sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
but the Weber kettle is definitely a lot easier to dial in.
Right,
and he's got the one that has like the thermometer on the top.
Oh, nice. Grill. Like on the lid.
Yep.
Nice.
So you can see like, you know, get it up to like 350 and you're like, all right, that's perfect.
Right.
We'll keep it right there for a while.
Yep.
You know?
Nice.
So yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but a chimney, that's what I always use for the coals. I like the uniform lighting of it.
Yep.
And the fact that you're not like dousing the coals in lighter fluid.
Yeah. I don't like that smell, so I just don't. I always figure like that flavor is going to come through, and it never does. It's just been one of those things where it's just like it kind of sets me off on a bad note.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We got a chimney right away. Like once I knew I was getting a charcoal grill, I was watching out for clearance chimneys, and I fucking found one. And not on clearance, it's still a Weber chimney, but it was like end of season, so I'm just waiting. One popped up. I'm like, snatch that motherfucker. Hell yeah. Ever since I saw you use a chimney and learn what it was, I was just like, that's the way to go. Yeah. That's the fucking way to go.
Hell yeah.
They're awesome.
Those things are the shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yes, sir. That's the consistency of it too. To be able to light them up and get all the coals rolling. Because I've done it. Like if I start some coals and they all burn, and then like I'll close the Weber kettle off when you're done. Sometimes you have coals left over, and then I won't fuck around with the chimney. I'll just kind of like spray the lighter fluid on that and get it going, because most of the time like the second try is just cooking some hot dogs or some shit or whatever.
But, something quick and easy, right? Like already smoked brats or something. You just warm them up. Yeah,
exactly. We're just basically putting a little bit of color on these things before we eat them.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
That's it, man. I mean, we're getting to that's time. I'm cool with that. I'm pumped for the 4th. I'm glad you get that long weekend, too, dude. That's gonna be
dude.
Fucking make the best of it. It's gonna be awesome.
Hell yeah. Yep. 4-day weekend. Hopefully the weather cooperates. I'm going to be swimming. I'm going to be fishing.
Yeah, dude.
I'm going to be blowing shit up.
fucking A. Awesome.
Yeah, and grilling. Don't forget the grilling.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look at that. We just talked about it for half an hour.
Talked about it. Yep.
Yeah. Awesome. Let's see. Like, subscribe, all that shit. You say it always here at the end. You've heard it before. You've heard it 100 times. It really helps. Again, thank you to our people over on the Apple Stuffs. Keeping it steady. Love it. Thank you. Share with a friend. We're not doing the Patreon thing anymore. Put a pause on it, but you will hear about that next episode. This was 444 94th episode about the 4th anniversary and the 4th of July.
Ooh.
I'm all done, Tim. My laugh energy from the break has worn off now, and I'm starting to get tired again. We started tired. We got amped up. We did fishing great. Then we laughed our asses off. That carried us through this, but now it's starting to wear off.